everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is India and today we're going to be talking about consumerism and Booktube and really my own problems with consumerism and Booktube. And of course this discussion happened months ago, but you guys know I'm always months late to the party. But it has only something to do with other people, it has everything to do with me. And the question just is, did I fall into the trap of consumerism in Booktube and the bookternet world when I joined Booktube last year or 2 years ago now? And the answer is yes. Yes I did. And now I have to scale it back. Okay, you guys know I've mainly been an ebook reader for my entire life. I love my Kindle, I love all that. And then I was like, I got in Booktube, and I was on Booktube, and I was on Bookstagram, and I was like looking at people with all these beautiful pictures of physical books and bookish items and candles and moods and flowers and so much stuff, right? And I was like, well, I want to do that. They're doing it. They're making it look great. They're being amazing and awesome and doing what they do. And so I was like, okay, well, where do I start? And so then I was like, okay, well, first, India, you need physical books. Okay? So physical books were first. Some of that meant just going to my mom's house and picking up my books that I did have physical copies of and bringing them here to my house. That also meant getting bookshelves, because for a long time I did not have bookshelves, and so books were just stacking up on different surfaces in my apartment, which was not cool. Anything can happen to books like that. So I didn't like doing that, so I got bookshelves. So that meant Eric and I had to go to IKEA and get the classic Billy bookshelves, because Booktube is keeping Billy bookshelves in stock. And then I was like, well, I'm gonna DIY them. So I did DIY them a little bit, adding a purple background, whatever. Made them my own. So I felt a little bit more special. Right? And then I was like, oh, okay, but where do I get bookish items from? Bookish candles? What do you mean it smells like Dorian's sweat and tears and sadness? What do you mean? Where do I get that from? And so then I was like, candles, okay? So I'm on Instagram, I'm looking at candles, and I was like, okay, well, I don't really want to buy this $15 candle. I don't use candles like that, so what the hell am I going to do with that, right? And then I stumbled on subscription boxes. Whew. That brought me into a deep tunnel, dark hole for 2 years, for the past 2 years. That brought me into a deep tunnel. And so I ended up on subscription boxes, with my first subscription box being Owlcrate. How did I fall into this? Well, I hurt my knee and I was laying up in bed and I'm on the internet and I just found it. And I was like, okay, cool. It's pretty affordable. It was $35 for a month, and you get a book. You get a hardback book. And book people, a hardback book can range from $15 to $30. So the box almost already pays for itself because you get a book out of it. Not only that, you get an exclusive cover out of it. Another ding for Booktube consumerism right there. You're like, well, 12 bitches, I got this cover and you don't have it. Except for the other thousands of people who order Owlcrate, but whatever. The rest of you peons don't have it. Just kidding about that. And so then you have an exclusive edition, but then you're like, shit, well, now I need the regular edition so I can put the side-by-side covers for my Bookstagram, blah, 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 blah. So now I gotta get that edition. And then Barnes & Nobles has their own edition too? What? I gotta get that too, right? An issue. But then you get all this stuff on the description boxes. You finally get those candles you want. You get art prints that nobody wants. You get just items. You get soap. You get chapstick. I still don't know how I feel about getting chapstick and bath items in there, because like I said, you might want to have the items, but you really don't want to use the items because you can't replace said items, because the items are there for the subscription box. And you got to take pictures of it, obviously, to put them on the internet, or else who knows that you have the box? Nobody, right? Right. So then you got subscription boxes. And then you're like, okay, well, that's really cool. Oh my God, Fairy Loot has their own subscription box, but they're from the UK, so they're a little bit more expensive. Like, that's like $45, and then maybe I'm pretty sure I have to add shipping. That's a lot of money, okay? But I'm still gonna do it for like a year. So I did that for a year. I had Owl Crate and Fairy Loot. You would know this, you know, looking back in my videos. And then I was like, you know, I can't do the Fairy Loot anymore. It's coming from the UK. It's a fantastic box. It's probably my favorite next to Owl Crate. It's always a fantastic box. And so then I heard this box called LitJoy Crate, right? So I canceled Fairy Loot, substituted for LitJoy Crate because I wasn't going to do 3 boxes at a time. Because money. The fact that I'm spending this much money still floors me. It baffles me today. And so, but LitJoy Crate, it's closer to the price of Owl Crate. It's a new company. It's, you know, they're starting out, you know, I want to do my part to help promote this company. This is my mentality. This is me. This is why this is so crazy, right? So unbelievably crazy. My problem. But I did it anyway for like another year, right? Until finally I cut out LitJoy Crate because each month I was getting it for the fact of unboxing it, but I really wasn't enjoying the items as much as I liked the Owl Crate box. And then finally I decided to cancel the Owl Crate box because I was accumulating too much stuff. Like, just stuff is everywhere. Luckily, with the bookshelves, I've been able to put things on bookshelves, but I even have more stuff over there in drawers and stuff. And it was too much, and I was wasting money all to get stuff. And an exclusive edition of a book cover. Like, I truly had to have a come to Jesus moment with myself. I had to sit down and be like, India, you don't need any of this. Like, you don't need it at all. You might want it, but you don't need it, and you're just wasting your budget for other things. Like, if you calculate like a year of Owl Crate and LitJoy Crate boxes, I could have gotten a new lens for my camera. Like, I mean, my lens works just fine. The other side to me is photo equipment. I love it. I love buying it, but it's really expensive. And it's hard to justify like a $1,000 purchase in one go, other than a $35 purchase over a few months. You know? You guys know how that is. Don't play. And so I really had to sit back and be like, do I need this? And the answer is no. The answer is no, you don't need it at all. Not to be a good booktuber, not to be a good bookstagrammer. You don't need to have the perfect feed or this or the perfect setup for any of it to post pictures of books. The most important thing to do is to post pictures of books and to post content about books. And honestly, I was using Owl Crate boxes, LitJoy Crate boxes, Fairy Loot boxes as a crutch to doing other content during the month. Because I knew I was going to have these things to unbox and put up during the month. But instead, I wasn't doing reviews. I don't really do hauls because I don't buy books mass quantity. I'm like, oh, I like that Kindle, buy $6, we're good. You know, I don't really do wrap-ups. I might start doing those again. And I was pushing back reviews. Like, I just wasn't doing them because I made myself lazy by having a crutch item every single month. And it's not like they get that many views. People don't really care about the unboxings. So it's not like they were getting that many views, but it just kept me going with putting out another video. And so all this to say, if you're starting out on Booktube, don't do what I did. Don't do it. And, you know, and with all these boxes, if you like the theme of the box, and if they're not sold out, if somebody gets the box and they do an unboxing or you see a picture of it, and they're not sold out and you like it, you can almost always just buy that box or that book if you like that edition. So you can almost always just do that instead of putting yourself on a monthly subscription, because on the first of the month, that money's coming out of your account. It was like a whole nother bill. And that was flooring me. And I could not justify it to myself anymore. Like, at all. And like I said, I wasn't creating content. And because I had it, I wasn't becoming creative with content. I wasn't thinking of content that I wanted to put out to make my channel mine, because I still don't know what that is, which I think is okay. I think it's okay. I think, 2 years in, you're still finding yourself, whatever. And I'm not rushing it, but I knew I had to stop that. So all I'd say, I'm not saying that there won't be book box unboxings on this channel, because I know I still plan on getting the Let Joy Harry Potter Magical Edition crates, because those things are awesome. Their subscription boxes, they're getting better. But the Magical Edition crate boxes, they've done a phenomenal job with those every single time. Still doing that. So sometimes some of the special edition boxes, I will probably do instead, but it's not going to be a monthly occurrence anymore, and I'm really going to try and push myself to put out more bookish content and more book reviews, because that's what Booktube is for. It's to talk about books, but how can you have a conversation about books if your channel isn't featuring anything about books? So, I think that's it for me talking about my problem and my money spending habits and how much money I will now be saving, not doing that. So thank you, me, for coming to this realization a few years too late. But it's okay, we all gotta learn at some point. Over the years, I have received some fantastic items, some fantastic carry-all pouches. I was always really jealous when I would go to the book festivals and people would have these cute bookish totes, and I'd be like, well, I want one. And now I feel like I've got way too many. And I've got way too many. But now I've got these cute bookish cups and just really cute things. But some things I just didn't need nor want. I've got more candles than I ever know what to do with, because just letting you know, in the middle of a storm, don't light candles. You have a better chance of burning things down. Just keep a flashlight at home. So, safety tip. But yeah, so I think that's it. I've got more pillowcases, because I was always like, oh, I want bookish pillows. But looking back, I'm like, I have nowhere to put bookish pillows, because I don't have a true library. This room is my bookshelves, and then I've got my desk in my office and another crafting section over here. So I don't have just another secondary couch or chair or stuff to just put more pillows on, and I don't need more pillows on my bed. And so I just got bookcases. Book pillowcases. There we go. Sitting around, which is fine. When I do get a bigger place and I'm able to create my dream library / filming / whatever place, then I'll make a comfortable chair with all the bookish pillows, because some of them are really pretty and really cute, right? Yes. And so all I have to say is, still do what makes you happy. Don't break the bank trying to be cool on the bookternet world, because it's not worth it. And then, on top of that, this is more my personal thing. I was going with the thought of, I'll help do this, that, or the other, participate in photo challenges and stuff. And I did win a couple LitJoy ones, and I felt really good, because one of them was a selfie, and I felt so good about that, because oftentimes you don't see Black people in these companies whatsoever. And it made me feel good to put some people of color representation out there, because these companies don't send free boxes to Black people. Mainly because they have smaller channels. I know it's a numbers game, but most of the people of color have smaller channels. I know that. It's a numbers game. I don't hate them for that. You could still do it though, and still try. Whatever, you've got enough boxes, enough subscribers to send a free box to somebody. Doesn't have to be me. No. It could be anybody up top. But yeah. I think that's it. Just kind of an ode to Booktube consumerism and where it all went wrong for me. But now I'm getting back to my roots of buying ebooks, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to make them look pretty for the gram. Or I do buy books now at half price books, which also helps me cut costs on buying physical books. If I really, really want to take a picture of that book, you know, I will buy it from there. So, that's it for me, guys. Tell me what you think about Booktube consumerism down below in the comment section, and how it's affected you, changed you, made you do things you probably wouldn't otherwise do just because somebody else had something that you didn't have. Like, trust me, that's been a problem. Like, you could ask my mom, that's been a problem with me since I was little. Like, they have it, I want it, why can't I have it? Like, always been a problem with me. I'm working on myself. I'm an adult now. I'm working on myself. But anyway, let me know what you think. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on all the social medias. Hit that bell notification button down below so you never miss anything. And until next time, keep turning the pages.